At 52 years old, I'm returning to Wudang for the second time to learn more Kung Fu and learn about Taoism. Okay, so we have our first morning down, or my first morning down that I've been here. I was up early this morning to do Qigong outside in the square down by the lake. Then after that, breakfast, and then it was performance day. So since I just got in, I didn't have to do any performance. A couple of people asked me to do performance, but I decided just to kind of take a break today. So we've had some really nice performances. I'll put that on here after. Actually, those performances, there's so many students here right now. Actually, there's a group here from Egypt, another group here from Spain. So between the two groups, there's really quite a lot of people, plus all the traditional students, and they were doing kind of some individual forms. So there's a lot of people doing the same kind of forms as an evaluation. So it was really long. So I'm going to put just some highlights, maybe a couple full forms of a couple of people, but in general, just some highlights of the day. It's a great morning, though. Really good way to start. And then Master Yuan ended up with a lecture talking about a number of things. So he goes through, lines up everybody after the performance. He gives you constructive feedback on whatever it is you're performing. So for some students, it might be playing the flute or playing the Guqin, the stringed instrument. It might be one of the forms that they're doing, or it might be kind of something he's noticing about their practice in general, working on certain aspects of their flexibility. Today he was talking a lot about coordination.
First step, second. Now you don't turn your body. So this is the coordination. And arc movement. So I can understand what is coordination. As a coordination, it's hard to explain, but I can show you. See, this is coordination. This is coordination. And early. Coordination. Inside of coordination. Breath. Breath. And people forget breath. Training from outside and inside. It's not from inside to outside. From outside to inside. So first coordination from outside, after the breath. So coordination, remember now you understand? This is good coordination. Like this. Now good. Like this. This is not good. This is coordination. Only like it. The palm is exactly the same. Many students, when they perform, lose coordination, they move. When they train themselves, they're better. When they perform, they lose the coordination. The two nerves. So the coordination is not just from the one, from the nerve. They make it work. So you need so many times training. In the beginning, what I learned the class, the form class, like this. I must 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this training. You have this training. Like this training, we don't have this. So that's why we have a lot of kind of capacity just to eat. But from the form, you can 100 times, you still can get it. For us, we just learn to get it. It's only different when you spend more time in your movements. Which movement is not good, you need time to repeat. Only one movement to repeat. Not all form. All form you tired. You do 3 times you tired. You cannot repeat anymore. Take one by one, over and over.
So we're talking about how, the repetitive training really improves your coordination. So that's a key thing. I see it's a key thing I worked on for my whole time doing this with my Shifu KungFu. It was all about coordination really, and kind of getting to know the moves, but also getting to know your body and how your body works with it. And Master Yuan was talking about making sure everything's working kind of together, your legs, your torso, your arms, even your head and your eyes. And he talked about when he first started training, there's a whole training where they just had to stand there and then look. And that was part of their training. And I had to do something similar actually with my Shifu KungFu. One of the big things was to train standing at attention. That was the very first thing we did. So we had to stand and then just bring your hands up into fists at your side and stand at attention. So, and then down. And then down, and just kind of practicing that over and over again. So it's something that seems kind of silly at the time, but it kind of breeds a sense of coordination in you. And then after that, you're working on flexibility, techniques, fighting, and then you kind of get into forms and weapons and all that kind of thing. But it becomes like a whole system that has benefit. So anyways, after the demonstration day, I actually went back to the old school, had lunch over there, which is nice, very quiet over there. Master Yuan came in and I had a great talk with him in the courtyard over there, just kind of planning out what my training strategy is going to be this time. So we settled on a long weapon called the Dadao, which just means big sword or big knife. It's also called Pudao. And it's a long, in English I guess you'd probably call it a halberd, and it's a long wooden staff basically with a sword on one side, and in this case sort of a ring on the other side. It's kind of similar to a weapon that I've used for ages called a guandao. Some people also call that dadao, but guandao, same idea. Actually, I'll put a clip here of me doing it. It's one I've done. It's one of Grandmaster KungFu's favorite weapons, so he really drilled that one into me. So again, long stick with a knife on one side and a spike on the other. It's quite a bit heavier than the Pudao or Dadao, so I think that'll be nice to train, especially since this shoulder still really hurt me a lot. This one's kind of clicking and popping all the time. Though the pain isn't too bad in this one. So I think it'll be kind of a good way to kind of ease back in. And then over the course of this year, I'll keep training that and, make it sort of faster and that kind of thing. So we'll see at the end of my 2 weeks here, does it look any good? And I'll put it, for better or for worse, I'll put it up on here so you can see and let me know if it's good or if I'm totally useless. So then after that, we kind of sorted out sort of strategy around that. And then I think actually I should be able to learn that one fairly quick. We talked about kind of beginning me with some of the beginnings of Wudang Tai Chi. So I think I'll be kind of starting the Wudang Tai Chi 108 form, which I think would be a good thing for me. Not just because of my age, but I think it'd be kind of a therapeutic thing to help deal with you know, some of the joint pain and injuries and stuff that I have. Plus, in general, it's just really good for your health. And I started my whole martial arts journey off doing Yang style Tai Chi in Toronto, and with a great teacher there. And so I'm, you know, kind of continuing it now, and it's something I've thought of getting into for a while, even though I've just been kind of weapons crazy over the past, I don't know, 20 years or so. So it'd be kind of nice to sort of mix things up and have an aspect that's kind of slowed down a little bit too. That way, you know, I've got kind of a therapeutic side and a really energetic side. And I really think, you know, all of us should really have that in our practice. So I've got the afternoon off now. Tomorrow is the official rest day for the whole school. So I'll get to just kind of relax and everything like that. Maybe I'll take a trip out to Yushu Palace, Yushu Gang. It'll be nice. I haven't been there in quite a while, so I think that'll be pretty good. And maybe do you know, a little bit of gentle training there. I'm still trying to rest up a little bit because I gotta start the real training on Friday. Even though I talked with my personal coach, it's one thing that's great about the school. We all get a personal coach who kind of stays with you throughout your time here. So not only do you get teachings from the master, but also you get, you know, real kind of day by day, hour by hour, hands-on by a coach. So I talked to him about training as well, and so he kind of knows where I'm coming from and how I'm beat up and all that kind of thing. So so he's, you know, really recommending to do stuff kind of soft and easy. So I will and I won't. You know, if you're here to train, you train. You get out of it what you put into it. However, you got to do it smart. And if I injure myself further, then that's just going to make it harder to train and practice in the long run. You know, whereas the whole point around this is to do this to enjoy your life, make yourself healthier, make yourself happier, use the martial arts to enrich yourself. Of course, there is a fighting aspect. So tomorrow we'll do that, and then Friday the training starts.
练没练功？你想练个功呀？啊？也练过？去哪练的？
生的。
谁练的？
我是练武术的。
练的真好。